was invited.
Senior from Germantown, Wisconsin, number 20, Luke Fix. And a 6'6" senior from Aberdeen, South Dakota, number 23, Ethan Jenstead. The Knights are coached by Greg Holzeder, assisted by
I think it's Kenstead or Jenstead. KJN.
I think they.
Jenstead. For this evening are Gary Wild, G. Lee, and Matthew Fluger. Let's play ball.
We are excited for this afternoon's matchup between the SaberCats and the Knights of Martin Luther. And as we get set for this lineup, we are ready to go. It is our house, but it has been invaded as we are playing Martin Luther. And Martin Luther with deep ties, deep roots to Watertown and the greater Wisconsin area. Several players, including one of the starters in the lineup, Benjamin Vassold, is a Watertown native. The SaberCats playing on getaway day. Most of the campus has departed, but not Colin Barnes. He's with me in the booth this afternoon, and the Knights quickly win the tip.
We are still here and cheering for this great SaberCats team.
And quickly it's Vassold from the corner. He's short, but gets his own rebound. That was a Will went flying out of bounds, couldn't box him out. They'll get a second chance opportunity, which has kind of been a killer. One of the season killers so far for the SaberCats, would you say?
I would say that the SaberCats have actually held opponents to very low percentages this season. The complete opposite of Martin Luther. They have a high-powered offense, but give up just as many on the other end.
And there we go. Come on, Jimmy. Holly gets into the paint and scores high off the glass for the SaberCats.
That possession right there is the key to the game, getting James Holly in rhythm and scoring. We know Will Schultz at any point can take over a game. Having that number 2 James with him, unstoppable.
Vassold works down low into the paint and gets himself an easy bucket. Trading baskets so far in the first 3 possessions. Schultz gets to the foul line, up, just out of the bucket. That was almost down. I'd have counted that on the golf course. Grant with good defense, stops his progress, forces him to give it up. Caught under the basket, but getting himself free is Luke Fix.
Good inside read by Lohberger, and actually was the one to score in the last possession. He is going to be a problem for the SaberCats.
Lohberger, yep. Christian with a fadeaway. Cleveland off the mark early. Nice block. It's Will Schultz on the baseline, and he'll come out running. SaberCats have numbers. Now he'll pull it back. Ben Price, top of the key. Here's Hawley, now back down low. Schultz finds a cutting Ben Price on the block. Ben underhand pass, now Cleveland on the wing. Skip pass across to Hawley. He's got room on the baseline, tries to exploit it. Now he's double teamed. And Grant Brock with the picking up the garbage and puts it in with the left hand.
Big man rebound. On that transition, I would have loved to see James flare out to the corner, give Will some more space to work with there.
Yeah, it's getting crowded in the paint. We've noticed that. We'll have to keep an eye on it today. Curling into the paint that time is Lauber with the reverse layup.
Not too much of a paint presence this early in the game. I think that's 4, 6 quick points in the paint already.
The one block defensively. Ben Price, three-pointer, just strong. Don't give up on it. Long rebound, collected by Schultz. Now Cleveland at the top of the key, working off the screen. Schultz rolls. Cleveland wide open, missed badly. Two misses, and it's Cleveland.
You'll take those. You want to capitalize on this possession right here.
Yeah, we got to get.
Would love the ball to touch James's hands. There we go.
Good pass to find him. Now down low to Brock. Finds the open man in the corner. Price once again, too long. He's off the mark early. So Hawley so far with the good bucket, and Grant Brock underneath.
Some good looks here for the SaberCats offense. Their plays are working, it's just not falling right now.
Once again, forced into a bad shot, caught under the basket and up off the bottom of the rim. It's Hawley in transition, no good. Brock is there with an offensive rebound and puts it back to the SaberCats. They're back within 2. Good follow-up for Grant, not to give up on that one. Followed the cutter all the way in. Wide open from 3 and good.
Grant's still young, he still wants it.
They all want it bad. Ethan Jenstead for the three-pointer there. See if the SaberCats can match it here on the offensive side as Joe Schenk gets ready to check in along with Poost. No, not Poost.
Northern?
Brett Northern, yeah. Brock down to the block. Gives it up for Schultz. Schultz works his way to the baseline. Now back into the paint. Fade away. Short.
Would love to see Will to get right into there and try to get the offensive rebound.
Disrupts the break to the basket. Yeah, we got to get Schultz into this one. Just off the mark again. Caught it in rhythm. Thought maybe he had that one. But just off by a hair. So 0 for 3 from the floor so far.
Incredibly tough matchup for Cleveland there. Lohberger is just quite bigger. And he's going to use that size to
timeout called by
punish
Coach Fuller.
The SaberCats.
SaberCats down 13-6. And we'll be right back after this. So Colin, you decided not to go home. You stayed. You dedicated yourself to be here for this afternoon. Most of your friends have probably already gone home for the holidays.
I just, I love SaberCats basketball. I could not take myself all the way home the long trip.
Wow.
Just had to stay here and
Amazing.
see the SaberCats in person.
Well, SaberCats Nation is forever in your debt. The thanks of a grateful nation. Heard that somewhere. All right, Northern is into the ball game along with Schenk, and the aforementioned will take it at the top of the key.
SaberCats only down 7, no turnovers, which is a good sign. It's just
been missed shots.
Shots are not falling.
Double dribble.
Some open threes. Although there were some shots in there, contested mid-ranges, which were not the best shots, in my honest opinion.
We had more time on the shot clock to work a better shot, you're saying? Yeah, I would agree.
Work a better shot, get into action earlier so that you're not falling into those late clock situations where you have to heave a shot up.
Now Grant Brock has switched off and is now taking Lohberger, I noticed, defensively.
That's a great switch, honestly. Grant has a lot of upper body strength, can handle the pressure that number 5 puts on him.
And he's got a little more length to try and contest. He is their leading scorer by a long shot, actually. Although you said you looked at the last game, he was shut down somewhat in the last game.
He had 9 points in the last game, but not sure how much of that was simply because the game got away from them.
I see.
Makes the first of 2, 81% free throw shooter. Already 43 attempts on the season for Lohberger.
Grant's defender never leaves the paint. That's the problem. And so he's always there to double team anybody that tries to cut into the lane. Another second chance falls to the wayside. Shank no good from the long jumper. And now Lohberger back the other way.
Well, that's great for Martin Luther here because the NCAA does not have a 3-second call like the NBA does.
I'm just saying it's
I know,
it's
but they're taking that to their advantage.
Yeah, it's our offensive scheme that's allowing, because Grant never really leaves the low post area.
Well, if you were watching that last possession, he was running right there in the dunker spot, and then you had Will trying to post up just a little bit farther than him. And
too many
it was too clogged.
Right. Yeah, there's nowhere to
Martin Luther does not respect the three-point shot for many of these guys, and so they're able to stack the box inside.
They don't have a reason to yet, so we need to give them one. Here's Schultz grabbing a rebound.
Creates very tough shots for Schultz specifically.
Yep.
A lot of contested shots.
Travel called as Schultz unable to corral that one. Now Hawley will check back in. They need some range here. Hawley and Cleveland will check in for Price and Schultz. I don't think Martin Luther's made any changes yet, have they? Well, they must have. They've got more guys listed in the game stats.
SaberCats currently playing a good game against Lohberger.
And a foul called on the entry. He's a tough matchup for Shank, if that's who was on him. I don't necessarily like that. Now Grant switches back to him. Must have got caught on a switch. Yes, good defense from Brocken to grab the rebound. Forced a bad shot and ended the possession. Here's Northern from the corner. Quick three, no good. Wow. Man.
Great shot, great transition offense. Just didn't get the results you wanted to.
Been the story so far. They're just cold. Another rebound for Grant.
Seeing some miscommunications on defense right now. Too many wide open men. These 20%. Switches aren't getting communicated properly.
20% from the floor and 0 from three-point land. Little too tricky by half on that one. And a steal leads to 2 more for the Knights.
8-0 run for the Knights. 16-6. SaberCats are currently scorers for the past 4 minutes. Need a bucket right here. Would love to see Holly to get going again.
Yeah, it was 6-8, and we haven't scored since. Northern just needed to turn around. He was open in the lane. Coming off the screen. Little jumper, no good. Another offensive rebound for Shank. Keeps possession alive. Christian into the paint, gets a bucket, and ends the drought. Wow. Good ball movement. Gets Christian into the paint for a good look.
It's a good use of the driving lanes there. Maranatha has to capitalize on this defense that the Knights are putting up. 3+ people in the paint, almost.
Oh, good hands from Cleveland. Poked it away. Shank trying to chase it down on the near sideline. Picked up by the Knights, and now on the opposite side. A foul called on the rebound.
fourth foul for Maranatha, 0 for the Knights here.
He's going to call Hawley for that one. Tough call, tough call. Lohberger shoots over 50% from three-point line. That's really good. And Schultz quickly back into the ball game.
Yep, on that possession, you have to know your personnel. You must let 22, Erickson, keep that ball instead of being able to pass to Lohberger. Only 1 for 5 on the season from 3.
Last touch by the Knights.
On those scouting reports, you need to remember who that man is and how he can shoot. When you see Erickson, leave him from 3, but do not let Lohberger shoot from 3 there. Didn't hurt them because he didn't make it, but good on the next.
Hawley, deep 3, off the mark. Schultz, offensive rebound, good position. Doesn't want to give it up. Stays in and patiently earns himself a bucket on the block.
I personally would have had some words for Schultz if he didn't try to put it up there. Great position. You know, I can understand it's a tough bucket being right into the basket there.
And the shot clock had expired. They're going to let play go on as the SaberCats.
Not sure it reset, actually,
maybe
but
it was an inadvertent expiration.
Still missed it.
Oh, nice play. And Schultz isn't going to miss that one. Give Christian the assist.
Just an amazing give and go.
The SaberCats are back in it. 16-12. They've clawed their way back. A little bit of a scoreless run for the Knights, and they're going to call timeout and talk it over. Under 10 minutes to play. SaberCats down 4, 16-12. Knights back in possession and up by just 4 after quite a run from the SaberCats and good defense. Offensive foul called, absolutely. He was leveraging hard into Joe Shank, and Joe held his ground.
Well, I'm glad I didn't mention it before, but I was going to say an interesting trend is that the Knights have had incredible possession of the ball, 0 turnovers right before that offensive foul.
The SaberCats had 3, which is pretty clean, honestly, for the first part of this first half. There's Northern, the junior from Indiana, gives it up to Schultz off the side of the backboard. Otherwise, it would have been in. Backboard got in the way.
And just slip off the hand right there.
Here's Vassell, long pass across the court. Back to him. Now inside. Up and good. 6'5" sophomore from Appleton.
The SaberCats need to focus on winning these minutes
nice
specific.
Move. Harley gets up and it's good. And one opportunity for James Hawley. Strong finish there. Took the contact. No problem.
Great finish. Finally got a call on an and one.
It's good to see him adjusting to the college game where there's so much more contact, and he's now absorbing that contact and finishing the shots. It's good to see.
Incredibly fast game as well compared to the high school.
Oh, yeah. Stuff happens fast.
As I was saying, these minutes must be won by the SaberCats with Lohberger out.
Yeah. And so far, they've cut the margin to 3.
I'm guessing we're not going to see him rest for too long in the second half if this game stays close. Another turnover here for the Knights. Stepped right out of bounds on that left side. 3-point game, 18-15 Knights. The SaberCats can tie it up here. That would be the first tie since 0-0.
They said it's not terrible. It's just once in a while it cuts out.
Here's Christian driving to the basket. Dumps it off for Grant. Foul called.
Helped the Knights for sure. That I could tell Grant was going up strong for that one.
Yeah, I think without the whistle, it's an easy bucket. Now Grant goes to work on the block. Nice move. Left hand up just off the rim and taken away by the Knights.
Grant's first miss of the night.
Yeah. It was a tough shot, though. And one opportunity coming the other way for guess who? Back into the ball game and taking over. It's Adam Lohberger. Also a sophomore from Appleton.
Quite stunned. That was an amazing finish. I actually can't even process that. 3 men on him under that basket there. Perfectly timed by Lohberger.
He's a baller.
Finishes the and one opportunity.
Yeah, that was quite the acrobatic play, up and under on the reverse layup. Here's Schultz, all kinds of space, still missing. Man, we got to get Will into this ball game.
Not his game. 2 for 8 today.
Very quiet.
Great defense by Grant Brock, deflects the ball. SaberCats out in transition.
To be fair, Schultz always gets the majority of the defensive attention. Just normally, we're used to him putting up bigger numbers.
On that drive by Christian, I would have loved to see him kick it out to James, who's wide open for 3 on that right wing.
Yeah, this place would have come unglued if we'd have hit that one. Oh, instead it's 3 the other way for Trey Lauber. What did he say? Was it just a lecture? I don't know what. He pointed at 23 and said something. I don't know.
Who did?
The ref. Called him out.
Trey Lauber, 9 for 16 from 3 this season, 56%.
Wow.
As he hits his first attempt here of the day.
Hawley thought long and hard about that. He hard scoped that 3, didn't he?
Defender recovered well, so he
thought better of
shot.
It. Yep. Here's Christian going to work, earns himself a little space. Tough jumper, no good. Grant with an offensive rebound. Here's Hawley.
Space out here, space out here.
Yeah,
Too many
give him
people
some
on one
room.
side of the court.
There it is, up, and he'll go to the line for 2.
This is the level of aggressiveness we would have longed to see from James.
Yeah.
Especially in this stretch here at home.
Yep. Poost is into the ball game for the SaberCats. He and Northern have been really good this year.
And this is the first.
Mostly coming off the bench here in this first part of the season. And very reliable minutes for Coach Fuller.
Although Hawley is an amazing three-point shooter, what will help even more is that aggressiveness, the drive towards the basket. The defender has to respect that drive and they have to fix how they're defending.
That split second of hesitation earns him the space to hit the 3 as well. I don't know what to do.
Phenomenal spin move.
I got nothing.
He showed off his strength in his first few possessions, and now he's working with finesse.
Yeah. Hawley, blocked by Lohberger. Goes to the floor this time, no call. Brock is there for the rebound. I think he was going to the floor no matter what that time. Just off balance.
So at halftime, they're going to just unplug everything and then plug it back in.
It's now turned into a 10-point deficit for the SaberCats. Knights 26-16.
Need to make sure they don't let this one out of hand. There's Holly. Oh, for crying out loud. We're getting the good shots. We're just cold. Have to look at that shot chart next time out. Tough assignment for Poost. Dished off. Nice assist that time for Lohberger as Hain gets an easy bucket. Cleveland to the rack, gets his own rebound. Knights wanted an offensive. Poost no good. And Brock picks up a cheap foul on the change of possessions. Where will it come from? Need the offensive spark. Northern checks in. I see his parents in the house today. That's good to see. Made the trip up from Indiana. Schultz back in, along with Joe Shank.
The easy buckets are where it's going to come from. Points off of turnovers, points in transition.
Shank tracked down the long rebound. Up ahead. Holly's taking a little extra time to get up the floor. And so we work it down to the baseline, knocked out of bounds by the Knights. Ethan Genstead knocked it out of bounds. Good hands defensively. Here's Northern. Holly down low to Schultz. Had to come out a little further that time for it. Working himself in on the baseline. Bumped away. Patient in the lane, now up, off the glass, no good. Collected quickly by Genstad, and off to the races come the Knights. Lauber holds it up, now it's back to him in the corner. Top of the key, Lohberger. Oh, good hands from Shank, disrupted the drive on the spin. Kick out pass, shot no good, Grant Brock with a rebound. Northern, deep three. Just off the mark. We cannot buy a deep bucket today. We're getting good looks, aren't we? Oh, and off the mark.
Being missed.
Coach Fuller urging them to get forward, trying to get that easy bucket you've been talking about. Instead, it's an offensive foul called on Brock.
Bad call there. That
Tough.
man was moving.
Yeah, that's tough.
When you see someone fall down, it's an easy call usually.
Yeah, I can't say he was in a legal guarding position. He was moving towards the baseline on that one.
The main problem I'm seeing on offense is we're too clogged right now, running two post players with Will and Grant.
Yeah.
It allows Grant's man to sag off and help the other defender.
Yeah, he just
Not only that, on the last possession, Schultz was trying to post up. Joe Shank came right next to him, letting the other defender, Joe's defender,
good
help
hands,
on that.
Holly. Defensively, here's Brock. Lost the handle. Gonna stay here. Nope, now he's gonna say last touch by Brock. Timeout called. Let's take a look at the shot chart for the SaberCats, even though I hate to do it. Oof. Oh man, brutal.
I believe I'm seeing twice as many mid-range attempts as layups.
Yep.
That is what opponents look to do against teams nowadays.
Push them into those shots.
Forcing the mid-range, the least efficient shot in the game.
Only 2 such shots for the Knights, and they converted 50% of them, so.
Knights have been quite unlucky under the basket. Not a great trend, especially already down 12.
A little full court pressure from Joe Shank to coming out of the timeout. The official not quite ready to start as he's having a conversation with the Knights coach.
Man, I do not like that offensive foul call. It's going to be tough for the SaberCats to create under the basket there. That's the level of calls you're going to get on these blocks and charges.
Especially in transition when you know guys are not really set up yet.
SaberCats from now on are going to be more hesitant to go into the paint, afraid of that charge ball.
They gotta shake it off. Keep shooting our way out of this slump. It has been offensive nightmare so far. And a 3-ball
once again
for Lauber. 0 for 6 from 3-point for the SaberCats. Here's Hawley driving it down the lane. Price sets up for 3. Air ball. Shank trying to get there. Last touch by the Knights. Joe Shank did a great job hustling for that rebound and knocked it off of Austin Erickson out of bounds.
Tribute him throwing it off of him. At least that's what I saw with my eyes.
Lobbed in for Schultz. Four seconds to shoot. Down low, under the basket, it's Hawley. Tough angle, he was trapped. He's bailed out with a foul. And so he will go to the line for 2. Fouls on Genstad.
I cannot fully tell the intentions behind this, but I see 3 out on the wing here and a semi-ISO with Will. And I saw in the previous possession with Christian. I can't tell if that's the intended purpose, is an isolation attempt for these players.
To let Schultz go to work on his defender?
But I also saw Christian on another possession.
Yeah.
I just love to see the ball getting moved.
But if you're going to do that isolation, you've got to clear out the lane for him.
You have to clear it out. He had about 3 to 4 men on him, meaning there's someone open. But the thing is, all of these players are too close together. One person is defending 2 to 3 people.
Joe Shank is really, he's bothering Lohberger with this full court defense. You can tell he's frustrated and giving up the ball early. That's a good defensive strategy for the SaberCats. Keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible. Deep 3, no good. Schultz grabs the rebound. Harassed on the dribble up the court. Now Northern in the corner. Price. Here's Hawley stepping into an open 3. Still no good. Man, no 3-pointers in the first half.
Encouraging to see great movement. 0 for 8.
Yeah, that was a great shot. I mean, there was absolutely nothing wrong with that shot. That's the shot we want.
1 for 14. Maranatha is in their last 14 shot attempts.
Price shoved him on the way into the basket, so Salgat will go to the line. Freshman from Midland, Michigan. Snarly's on the stage making faces. The official has words for him. Snarly goes off just to the side. He's okay there. The game within the game. Like to see this official at Cameron Indoor Stadium. Tell the crazies at Duke. Good defense. Lohberger had grabbed an offensive board. Oh, man, there is just ice over the bucket right now.
Lids on the rim.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know any other way to explain it. We need to go inspect it after halftime. If there is, let's leave it alone since we switched sides. Northern with good defense kept Lohberger out. He's whining. He doesn't like the contact, so whatever you're doing, keep it up. Shank spins it out, gives it up for Schultz, drives into the lane, teardrops,
You cannot back down yourself and get upset at the other person throwing contact right back into you.
Yeah.
So great strength from Brett Northern there.
Schultz gave up. Good look, and on the offensive rebound, an and one opportunity for the Knights.
Although he was straight up,
Lobber.
it doesn't matter. He pushed that upper body right into Lobber.
Poost checks in for Price. Ben Price is student teaching and playing basketball at the same time. How about that, huh? That's phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Northern's like, I literally didn't touch him. That was on me. I'm going to watch this replay.
There was a foul on
the foul should have been on Price. I think maybe it was just wrongfully attributed. Yeah, because truly Northern was just in the area. 48 seconds left in the half. See if we can get a bucket here before we head in. Christian Cleveland with a nice spin, in and out, of course. Joe Shanks working hard. On the line when he touched it, so the SaberCats will retain possession.
Does not matter whatever moves he's putting on to get in there.
Somebody's hurt in the corner. I can't see him.
It's Lohberger.
Blocked by the bucket. Lohberger grabbing his knee, so the trainer comes over to give him a little attention. Christian got into the lane there. Trying to watch that play again. Drove into the lane, spin, made a good move. That's a good look.
To my point, good move. But guess how many defenders he met?
Yep.
3 defenders. The Knights do not respect the SaberCats shot at all.
Yeah, they're stacking the paint. So we'll take a timeout while they attend to the injured player and be back after this. Both teams have effectively the same number of shots, 37 and 36. But I'd say the big difference is shooting percentage. Anyone? 18.9% for the SaberCats is not going to win you a lot of ball games.
0 for 8 from 3. You know, no, the percentage, that is 0%.
You're good with stats.
Thank you. I believe I learned that one in kindergarten.
Okay. Actually, 0 wasn't invented. I'm going to look this up at halftime.
It's an Arabic numeral.
Yeah, the concept of 0. It's a modern invention. Schultz from the elbow. Christian Cleveland with a nice poke. I think Poost got a hand on it, and then Christian threw it away. And at the buzzer, no good. The SaberCats trail 36-17, almost, well, it's more than doubled up. And I'm going to put it pretty much 100% on the shooting percentage. And so we will take a break for halftime, enjoy the festivities, and be back for the second half after this.
more drawing somewhere in the second half. So keep your tickets, be prepared to win another free buffet. We've got one left for this evening.
We are back for the second half. And surely, under no circumstances whatsoever, is it even feasible or fathomable that the SaberCats could shoot as poorly in the second half as they did in the first. Am I correct in that assumption?
I have no clue what half of basketball you're talking about. And that is the exact mindset that the SaberCats must
purged it from your memory banks.
And that's exactly what the SaberCats must do.
Okay.
First half doesn't exist. It's 0-0. This is a fresh game.
Yeah, fair enough.
Run the sets coach wants you to. Execute.
I think I would have probably just skipped the locker room and had them out here shooting the entire halftime, because the scheme got them decent shots. We just did not make those shots. Neither team is really playing stellar. I mean, if the other team's only shooting 18%, you'd expect to be up by more, is what I think I heard you say.
Definitely great rim defense here for the SaberCats in the first half. Hopefully can continue over into this one.
Price's pass went off of the Knights. Now it's down the floor. Grant Brock, good strength. He's triple teamed though. And trying to hold on to it. The possession arrow, first tie-up of the game, and I think based on that, the Knights will take possession.
A bad inside pass is not the best start to the second half. 3 defenders under the rim.
And he got himself trapped down low.
Someone's open. Christian Cleveland picking up full court. Already took off 10 seconds from the shot clock. Hopefully will make the Knights rush into their actions, not execute poorly, not execute great.
Lohberger hasn't touched it, keeping it out of his hands. Didn't need him. A tough shot underneath from Bassold. And the Knights open the scoring here in the second half. Whoa, Holly almost lost the dribble. Get it back to Jimmy. There it is. Down low to Brock. Nice pass to find him. What?
A little bit of a back and forth between 23 and Schultz.
On 30. Yeah. Grant was like, wait, on me? What?
Schultz retaliated off of 23's pushings for Schultz trying to just get ground.
Oh, yeah, I see. He took a swing.
But that is the player that the ref talked to earlier in the first half. Clearly 23 has something he's doing that's wrong.
Switch off. Schultz takes a new man. Now Hawley disrupted the shot.
That shot may be wrong. All right, Schultz coming off the floor.
Will working. He wants this so bad to get going. I can't believe it. He missed it again. Lohberger faked the shot, put his head down, and got all the way to the rim. Now Grant trying to pay him back. Ben Price to the floor. Schultz had an open look, passed on it. Now easy bucket. There we go. There we go. It can be done.
That ends a 24-5 run. Carried over from the first half.
Just like that, the Knights answer with a 3. Hawley down to the post. Oh, nice cut, but the pass wasn't quite there. A step behind, and Cleveland fouls him.
I still will say a lot of the shots that they are getting, the looks, are good. Just barely not falling. Right in and out from the rim.
Yep. Yep. It's that kind of night so far. Schultz switched off. Christian mismatched on Genstad. And a late whistle. That foul's on Schultz as well. That's 2 fouls here in the second half, but those are his only 2 fouls, and Lauber goes to the line for the Knights.
A little bit of a lecture here from the ref, calming the nerves, hopefully, the tension.
Is he making a speech? I like this official. He generally keeps control of the game.
I am seeing a lot of aggression from the players out here, fighting for control in the post. But it might be getting a little too aggressive.
Lauber leads the Knights now in scoring with 14, make it 15. Price drives the basket up, no good. I mean, it's a good shot, but it's poorly taken. And so an air ball instead of a bucket on what should be a well-schemed offensive score.
You know, I'm not even sure I can.
Missed assignment.
I'm not even sure I can call it a good shot when we're getting into the paint, but there's 3 people there. There's no off-ball movement here from the SaberCats, no design. Corner sitting, dunker sitting. I mean, right here, there's no movement here from the SaberCats, no off screens. It's not going to produce good basketball.
Long cross-court pass stolen. And an easy bucket going the other way from Vassold. Hawley surrounded by Knights. Hands it off to Schultz. And finally a bucket in the second half for Will Schultz. 5 minutes in.
Incidental Gortat screen from Holly off that.
Good hands from Cleveland, knocks it out of bounds. And a substitution here for the SaberCats. Poost and Northern, along with Joe Shank. Hain checks in for the Knights.
You'll see from the substitution, Shank and Northern, specifically very good on defense, can cause problems for the ball handlers. And Poost, as evidenced from his stats, a great three-point shooter.
Well, I'm ready for one. Are you ready for one?
I don't know how I'll react. SaberCats still 0 for 8.
Shot
49-21
shot clock,
Knights.
something or other. 27 on the shot clock. Lauber with 17 points now. Even though it's a quiet night for Schultz with 8 points, he is leading the SaberCats. And offensively difficult day, to say the least.
The trend continues from game to game. 0 bench points for the SaberCats. Schultz with 8, Holly with 7, Brock with 4, and Cleveland with 2.
Poost getting a shot and a chance to go to the line.
I do not love
that trend.
The refs waiting for the shot to be made or to miss to call the contact. If there's contact, you should call it.
Erickson checks in for the Knights as Poost misses the first.
This is the first of his college career. I'll say that. That's his first time he's shot.
I'll be.
So he's also looking for his first make here.
There it is. He did it. The bench has scored.
By trends, you can predict he would be a great free throw shooter based off of being a good three-point shooter.
Oh, no, he's a great shooter. There's a little different pressure when you're at the line, especially your first time in your college career. Ooh. Heavy contact in the lane. They're going to call this on Grant. I really don't like that.
Incredibly tough call to make, considering last time in the first half, the same contact was a charge. This time it was much deeper elbow, almost malicious.
Yeah, he came into him sideways and hit the elbow. Here's Lohberger on Grant, gives it up. Lohberger no good from three. Shank grabs the rebound.
Looking like great off-ball movement for the Knights.
Yeah, I was noticing the same difference. It's quite a contrast actually between the two teams.
Creating many more opportunities for the Knights.
Poost, something weird just happened with his shoe. I think he slipped. I hope he slipped, otherwise his ankle gave out. That was really awkward as he worked his way into the paint. I think he's all right. Maybe he's all right. Oh, he doesn't look all right. Something's a little gimpy there. Now he reaches down to his ankle. And Christian Cleveland comes in to give Poost a chance to get right.
Good catch. It's definitely bothering him. Didn't see who it was, but great strip on that drive by 23, not allowing the open basket.
Oh, nice pass. Slips the defenders and scores. Luke Fix.
SaberCats need to stay on their feet when contesting those paint shots. That's what's causing a lot of the foul calls. Not in legal position.
Northern, deep three. No, for crying out loud. We cannot buy it. Cannot buy a three-pointer. 0 for 10.
Good two-man game.
Knocked away from Fix, but the foul called on the floor.
Had a mouse in the house with Shank and Fix. Would have been an easy bucket without the foul. Here comes Schultz. Had a longer rest than usual.
Well, let's hope it was effective. They were double teaming Lohberger, trying to keep it away from him, but in the end, he gets it anyway. Now Brett Northern switches off on him. And Schultz lost track of his new man, Trenton Hayne. There's Schultz. Shank back down to Schultz. And a foul on the floor as they juggled for position, jostled down there on the block.
Running a play here, the out-of-bounds pass. Most of the time they've just posted it, gave it to the postman.
Here's Cleveland into the paint, kicks it out for Hawley. I like the shot. 0 for 11. The woes continue.
I have not seen a game like this since Game 7 Rockets-Warriors. The Rockets missed 27 straight threes.
Oh, man.
That was a phenomenal cut from 23.
Genstadt gets to the hoop.
Good read as well.
Shank, come on, Joe, just take it. He's afraid to shoot it. Holly's not afraid to shoot it. It can be done. It has been done. We can die happy. We have made a three-pointer. Inform the men.
1 for 13, the SaberCats. 57-25, a 32-point deficit.
Yo, in and out.
Once again, we're jumping the passing lanes. And 23's reading it, cutting well. Getting an open shot at the rim.
Genstadt at the line. Into the ball game for the SaberCats, Daniel Nason comes in for Joe Shank. We have not seen very much of Nason. I remember he got into a game for a few minutes last week.
30 total minutes for Nason.
That's a pretty good amount of time.
Out of the possible 200.
Yeah. Hawley again from three. A little long that time. Lauber off the screen, looks at the cutter, now over to the wing. Vassell, got it.
Great defense by Northern. Got his hands in that passing lane. Did not allow the entry pass to 23.
Mason hands it off to Schultz. Bobbled the toss, recollected, and now hands it off to Northern.
Again.
Offensive foul.
Listen, I just cannot agree with that. 23 is throwing it right back at the same time.
They just collided. It didn't seem like there was a lot in it, but they're watching them real close here. Earlier in the possession, there was a much worse contact, and it's almost like after having seen it once, you didn't want to let it get out of hand.
There's already been an offensive foul for that type of call, so I was surprised they still not saying anything about it.
Knights are in the bonus. Christian left his feet and landed awkwardly on the shooter. That sort of thing is frowned upon, generally speaking. Lauber misses the front end. Grant Brock comes away with the rebound. Christian into the paint, kicks it out for Nason, who had to adjust to save it from going into the student section. Christian behind the back. Northern top of the key. Joe Shank providing a pick, and now Northern works his way down low. Not a bad shot. Kind of a smaller lineup for the SaberCats with Shank and Nason in the game.
I'll have to disagree with you right there. I think that not the best shot.
You don't like that shot?
No.
Mason turns it over. A little bit of a mismatch with Mason having to take on a much taller Genstadt at 6'6". Gives up about a foot, almost literally 11 inches. And that's going based on the game sheet.
What was the difference?
5'7" versus 6'6".
Nearly a foot.
I think 5'7" is just the minimum. They won't put anything less on that. Nice drive to the basket for Lauber. Tough back and forth with the missed layup for the SaberCats, and then Jenstad finishes on the other end. Timeout called by the SaberCats, a full timeout. They have down by 40 in 8 minutes left to try and make a game out of this one. It is tough, though, when you're not shooting well. And we've improved slightly up to 20%. That's still not going to get the job done. Almost 50% for the Knights, 48.2.
Not a lot to say. Not sure what to say entirely.
Yeah, I'm looking for big disparities. 13 turnovers to 6. Rebounds are about even, 30 to 35. 13 points off turnovers for the Knights, 0 for the SaberCats. Yeah.
Early in the season, lots of young talent. These are building moments, building blocks on what should be a strong foundation of a program.
Well, they've got to figure out what works and how they can manufacture shots, especially if your jumpers aren't falling. We got to make ourselves better shots, figure out how to get more open looks. And then guys have just got to do their jobs. James Hawley's doing his job. That's a long three. And Grant Brock doing his job on an offensive rebound and a nice putback.
The key to this team that has been missing is a true point guard. Braden Cox was that last season. He's not someone who can create for the SaberCats, help with these open shots, deal with the pressure, not turn the ball over. Well, make those entry passes.
The scheme isn't creating the shots, and they don't have the creative shot maker. You know, Braden would make himself a shot every once in a while, just off the dribble, attacking the rim.
Schultz is able to, and he's shown that a lot this season, 60% field goal percentage, 40% from three.
Oh, he's money, but tonight, 4 of 15. And on a night when it's just not falling, it's like a cascade effect. Jonathan Herbster checks in for the SaberCats. Christian Cleveland takes a seat.
Herbster's first minutes of the season.
Is it really? Well, we know he can ball.
Oh, and if he calls that on three, terrible call there from the ref. He threw a shoulder right in, 23 threw a shoulder right into Northern. And on the same exact call you would see against Maranatha.
There's literally, I mean, I just watched it again.
I can see why Schultz. I can see why Schultz was mad.
His arms were down
and was throwing at 23. 23 is not a fair player.
23 is under their skin. I mean, I don't know. I can't tell from here what he's saying. He's doing a lot of talking, but I think he's just got whatever he's done. He's got under their skin.
Mount Notify, that's a senior for Martin Luther.
He knows what it takes, I guess. Our guys have got to keep their cool. There's no excuse for it. But again, if you're just in a guarding position and the guy comes into you and
Northern
you're called on the foul,
he is completely legal on that.
I don't know what he can adjust. He can't do it. He can't get out of the way.
He almost caved Northern's chest in.
No, man, he has had that look several times. That's the third I remember. It might be more. Yeah, he's had 5, now 6 3-point attempts. Decent looks, just not falling. Oh, and Herbster, he's going to be called on that one. Stood firm in the lane.
Looking to see if he got his hand on the ball first. I just ran into him. This will be the 15th and 16th free throws for Martin Luther. Maranatha 4 for 7 on the day.
Have we had any in the second half? Yeah, Poost had a pair.
Always the only one with his aggressive play right in the paint there. Good to see 23 out. Hopefully our SaberCats chest will finally be okay.
Oh, nice find. There we go, Joe Shank on the board. Nice find from Grant Brock. Joe made a nice cut to get open. That's movement off the ball, getting yourself in a good place. And Shank with good hands sends it into the crowd. I just feel bad for you, Colin, as a student making the sacrifice to stay. You've delayed your Thanksgiving holiday by not going home to stay here to be for the game. And I would have liked for you to have had a win to show for it. It's not shaping up that way right now.
Well, it's not only me. I see a lot of students still here. And
that's true.
Shout out to them.
And
shout out to being here cheering for their SaberCats.
Some of them might not even live in Watertown. So
I can tell many of them are.
I'm going to say that's offensive on Herbster. Wow.
I believe that's the second charge call on the SaberCats.
Yeah, that's tough. Heavy contact, to be sure, but.
It'll be the 21st personal foul on the SaberCats, compared to the Martin Luther 8.
8?
Better at hiding it, for sure.
Wow. Silas Vogel, 6'7" sophomore from Nebraska, in for the Knights and has the ball at the moment. Gives it up. Erickson. Shank, good hands, holding his man back. Erickson spins, blocked away, I think.
Northern,
yeah,
good
Northern
help
got
defense.
A piece of it. Nice block. Now Brock down the other way, up off the glass, fouled on the attempt. He'll go to the line for 2. Fouled by Salgett. A little closer on the second, but still no good. Contesting for the rebound, Joe Shank.
Coming into today, both teams on 3-game losing streaks.
Well,
the Knights here will end this one.
Somebody will. I can't say which team.
Good comeback for them as well. Losing by 41 to Hamline University.
Hamline University.
Great bounce back game.
Northern's 7th attempt from 3, still no good. got the bounce.
I'll be cheering for Silas Vogel here. Hasn't made a bucket this season, staying at 6'7", obviously their biggest player.
And Grant Brock fouled, and he'll go to the line for 3. Let's hope he can range it in. He's been a little short on the first couple. I think he's got this one. What do you think? Bold prediction?
Finishing the and one.
All right.
Has there been a player that they are the tallest and they actually play with the starters when we face them?
No.
I believe most of these tall guys are.
It's a rule we have. It's a home rule. A lot of people don't realize you can make home rules. And we have a home rule that says your tallest player is not allowed to start in the game.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're all end of the bench guys. Interesting to see.
Well, let me tell you something. You can coach a player on skill, but you can't coach them to be taller. So you start with height. Here's Brock, double teamed and fouled. It's hack a Grant right now.
If you don't understand the reference Dr. Davis is making back in the 90s and 2000s, hack a Shaq. Hack Shaquille O'Neal. Well-known poor free throw shooter.
So far.
Would foul on purpose.
Yep.
So that possessions would be wasted away by him shooting free throws.
Well, Grant is not proving him wrong so far. He's 0 for 4 from the free throw line today. Normally a very solid free throw shooter. I think he's just taking so many hits down there.
Shaking him up.
He might be seeing 3 or 4 rims up there. Boost, active hands, wins an offensive board. Mason for 3, no good. Crowd would have gone nuts. Herbster chases it down in the corner. Another chance, a third opportunity for the SaberCats. Mason fires it inside for Poost. Nice feed underneath. Herbster gives it up. Should have taken that shot if he'd have spun to his left. I think he's wide open with a bucket. Instead, tried to hand it off to Grant, who was already anticipating for the rebound and didn't see it coming. And the SaberCats turn it over. Grant Brock takes his seat. And into the ball game is 22, J.J. Lostutter. Oh, this is a big-time mismatch here.
6'7" and
5'7".
5'7".
So this is a literal foot.
Finally.
And I got to say, it looks like more than a foot, to be honest. I think Mason did everything he could.
Here's our friend
called for the
Silas.
foul. His first points of the season here. On the way with the bucket. That's a pretty smooth shot, honestly, for a big man. What's Coach Fuller chewing on him for?
There's plenty to chew on. I'll say that. Made both of them.
Makes a pair. Yeah, I'm looking at the replay. I don't know what he did wrong. Poost. There it is. Nice drive into the paint. Get some minutes for these guys. That's always a good thing. Develop their confidence. Lostutter, good contest. Mason will bring it up for the SaberCats.
Oh.
Northern banged off the post, and he'll go to the line, I think. No, we're not in the bonus yet. Oh, my. Yeah, here we go. 1 and 1.
Have to teach him to be a little more secretive about that bump.
Yeah.
That's often how many defenders get their positioning.
This is the front end of the 1 and 1, and so Northern continues to have a difficult night. 0 for 9 from the floor. 7 of those 3-pointers, and 1 free throw. Boost.
SaberCats almost got punished right there on that possession. Too many people ball watching. Lostutter lost his man in the corner.
Northern blocked in the paint as a double team. Mason contesting for it, keeps it alive for the SaberCats. Still fighting for it, and now a foul as he jumped onto the back of Saugat.
JJ encouraging Nason on that hustle.
In the most aggressive way possible. That's going to bring it down for a
If it was an opposing player
throw.
doing that, that would probably would have been a technical.
abusively encouraged, I think is what we'd call that. Jack Logan set to check in for the SaberCats in the next.
The call on
opportunity.
those loose balls is always interesting to me.
Yeah.
I feel like you see many players jumping on the other player and it not being called.
But there's always a lot of contact, so you could always call a foul or you could always let it go. But in that case, I think the scrum had kind of moved a little further away and he jumped on him, trying to go over
Possibly.
the top of him.
Possibly.
So the dog pile. Saugat. A little strong on the second. Poost comes down with a rebound. Up ahead. Poost for three. Little strong on that one.
Who's seen a lot of pressure coming, rushed the shot.
Yeah, he's a good shooter too. All our good shooters were not too good today, as the president would say. Not too good.
1 for 19.
Is that on Herbster again? Yep, he's picked up a pretty good handful of fouls. That's 3 fouls here in his 5 minutes. He's not showing up in the live stats for some reason. Are you seeing him?
Nope.
Oh, there he comes. No, not in there. Huh. Well, here's one way to get in there. Nice move. Herbster in the paint. Nice little move, a little finger
Good
roll.
bucket.
That's what we used to call that, the finger roll. Deep three, no good. And Poost with a rebound.
Long arms.
Yeah, nice feet up ahead. Mason with a nice find. And Jack Logan on the board for the SaberCats.
Phenomenal
Mason with an
transition offense.
Yeah, where's that been? Alex Kuhn set to check in along with Nathan Barber. Long skip pass. Oh, all alone. And that was an easy finish for Silas Vogel. Timeout for the substitution. 1 minute left, 1:02.
Nason, I'm not sure if it's stature, hair color. He's white. He reminds me of TJ McConnell.
Okay. If I knew who that was, I'd be able to confirm that for you.
Indiana Pacers finals team last year. Great player, unselfish, always looking for the best play. And right there was evidence of that. Could have put up the layup. Instead found Logan right under the basket.
Yeah. Here's
Easy
Barber.
too.
Mason. Nice dish. Good look for Kuhn. Didn't quite gather it. I feel like he went up before he really had complete possession. 36 seconds. 19 on the shot.
One more for the road.
Crowkless. Good on the first. No shot clock. 26 seconds for the SaberCats.
One last possession.
Barber attacks down to the post. Shot goes up quickly.
Looked good from
Yeah.
our angle.
He's in good position. And the SaberCats come up a little short. They'll come in second this afternoon as they finish out the first part of the season and head into the Thanksgiving break on a 4-game losing streak. And they will fall to the Knights 81-37. Recapping the leaders, Lauber will finish with 19 points, leading all scorers. And for the SaberCats, it's Hawley's 10. Grant Brock and Will Schultz both with 8 for the SaberCats. And it was a dreadful night shooting. 25% overall, 5% barely worth mentioning from three-point land, 30% from the free throw line. Lots of work to do. I hope these guys eat a little turkey, but I hope they spend a lot of time at the gym back home on the break as we have games.
Your last ticket.
Let's see, in a week and a half, I think we're back here.
I'm looking for
December
5-3